Hello everyone, and welcome to the week 2 summary for basic entrepreneurship for engineers. I am Vibhor Shukla. My roll number is 23115-107. I am from CSE branch, and my semester is 5th. So, this week we discussed about let's start from the century wise economy. Like 19th century was supposed to be industrial economy, like we industrial economy really boomed there. We had industrial revolutions. Then came the 20th century. We had a consumer economy. You might have heard about the dot-com boom, where dot-com stand for com is a domain which stands for commercial, and that exploded at the end of the 20th century. That's why 20th century is supposed to be consumer economy. And then here we are at the 21st century, which is supposedly a creator economy. Okay, so then we discussed about the philosophy of design thinking. The first one is something that challenges the accepted wisdom. So design thinking implies us to think about various things that challenges the accepted wisdom. The best example of this would be OpenAI. Everybody was satisfied with Google searches, but Sam Altman created something called ChatGPT, which now challenges the tech giant like Google, because it rethought the searching process. And as the founder of Google himself, Larry Page himself said that when the AI comes, the Google might face challenges, and it is facing challenges. But lucky for them, Google is adapting with Gemini, and they might survive this thing. So the philosophy was something that challenges the accepted wisdom. That is it, right? The OpenAI example. Then the second example is inclusive design and inclusive practice. So our product have to be diverse. It should be inclusive of all age groups. If not all age groups, maybe people of a particular genre. It should include that as well. Then third thing is life-centric approach, not just human-centric approach. We have to design things such that they are sustainable and they are beneficial for life, right? Then the fourth point is building max value for users. We have to build something useful, right? Something valuable for our users that can be used. That's because we want to capitalize. If we want to capitalize on it, then we want our users to pay for it, and they will pay for it if they have the need for it. And to have a need for it, that particular product need to have a maximum value for the users. And the last point is designing participative experience for consumers that are meaningful, productive, and profitable. Pretty self-explanatory. Then we studied about the preliminary tools for solving a particular problem for design thinking. So here are the four major broader points for design thinking. First is growth mindset. Growth mindset is really important. We in the last week we also discussed about this growth mindset. Like people, I gave an example of the degree system. Degree system is no longer valid, at least in the foreign countries, but in India it is still valid. I don't know why. People should value the talent, the what people can provide to us way more than this. Like humanity is one thing and all, but business is another, right? We might have to find something that strikes the balance between the both. The growth mindset is like I gave the example in last session, how NIT and IITN students are preferred for job interviews over normal tier 2 college students, right? It's presumed that NIT and IITNs which belong to tier 1 college are more hardworking and talented, which they are. That's why they qualified the one of the most competitive exams of the world. But that doesn't put a label on a person from a tier 3 college that they can't compete with them. In most of the cases we see it's quite the opposite. So that's the growth mindset. We should not limit ourselves to a particular label. We should not put labels on people or things. Okay? So like they say, don't judge a book by its cover. That's one of the growth mindsets. So the second point is convergent and divergent thinking. But before moving to that, I would like to discuss some of the thoughts that defines whether you have a growth mindset or a fixed mindset. So tell me which category you are. Category first is, tell me if this, I will name two categories, category 1 and category 2, and list the thoughts. You have to see in which category you lie in, and then I will tell you which kind of mindset do you have. So category 1 is, failure is the limit of my abilities. I am either good at it or I am not. My abilities are unchanging. I cannot change my abilities. I was born with it. I can either do it or I can't. I don't like to be challenged. My potential is predetermined. When I'm frustrated, I give up. Feedback and criticism are personal. I stick to what I know. So this was category 1. And the second category is, failure is an opportunity to grow. I can learn to do anything I want. Challenges make me grow. My effort and attitude determine my abilities. Feedback is constructive. I am inspired by the success of others. I like to try new things. So this was category 2. If you lied in the category 1, then unfortunately you have a fixed mindset and you need to change that. And yes, you can change your abilities. That's what the growth mindset it is. And that is the second category. And congratulations, if you are in the second category, you are in the right pathway. You have one of the 4 preliminary tools for design thinking. So moving on to the convergent and divergent thinking. So convergent and divergent thinking are the two modes for thinking. So first is divergent thinking. In divergent thinking, we use our imagination. We have a question and then we propose many ideas, that is diverging ideas. We have a particular fact, a figure, and then we propose, or we have a problem and then we try to solve it using our imagination. You can propose any ideas. So that is converging. Converging also, that is diverging. Diverging also involves brainstorming things in which we sit in a group of people, group of good people, and then they all throw in their ideas. Even if it's nonsense, it's worth hearing. So once you have a question, then you go to those ideas. How can you solve a problem to any one of these ideas? That is divergent thinking. And once you have divergent thinking, you also need to know about the convergent thinking, which uses the logic to reach up to the answer.